Shine with Kendell Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
Welcome to Shine with Kendell Lenice. I am your host, Kendell Lenice. Allow me to introduce myself to you just a little bit further. I am a certified transformational life coach, speaker, and author, as well as a certified meditation practitioner and content creator. I'm so glad that you decided to join me on my life podcast. On this podcast, I will educate, elevate, and entertain you with various topics. We will do live coaching, and I will hopefully give you a different perspective on some of your favorite topics and introduce you to new ones. I'm not sure how you stumbled upon this podcast. I'm just so glad you did. Before we get started, do me a favor and subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening and rate if you are able to. Thank you so much once again for tuning in, and now on to this week's show. Hey everybody, welcome to Shine with Kendell Lenice. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to this podcast if you are able to. We are doing amazing. We are on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Amazon, Audible, Spotify, and more. So wherever you get your podcast, you'll be able to listen to Shine with Kendell Lenice. Now, this is the 8th season of Shine with Kendell Lenice, and I still cannot believe that. Like, we have been doing it, and doing it well. I've had amazing guests on this season, and will continue to have guests on. So if you have an opportunity and you want to binge listen to a podcast, please do that with Shine with Kendell Lenice. Also, please let your friends and family know about Shine with Kendell Lenice. I really have been thinking lately that I want to do a live podcast with a studio audience. I'm trying to figure out the details on that now, but that's what I want to do, to have a good time, have people come in and speakers, and make it a whole event, and maybe film 2 podcasts within that live podcast. So let me know what you think if you are listening. A lot going on this week. I want to make sure you are good and you've had a good week thus far. I appreciate all of those who continue to come back to Shine with Kendell Lenice. And if you're discovering me for the very first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, today we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. This podcast is a life podcast. I always say it's to introduce you to subjects, talk about real topics, and just deal with life however it comes to you, to deal with life more effectively, to, be an advocate for yourself and living the best life that you can live, and just really enjoying your experiences, praising God, and having the best life you can have. Now, today's show is all about meditation. This is for the beginners, and this is for the pros in meditations, and this is for the prayed up people too, y'all, because y'all can pray and meditate. So a lot of people think it's like, oh, it's Buddha or it's this. There's so many misconceptions to meditation, and I want to get into some of those too a little later, but I just want to talk about some of the benefits, because y'all know stress kills, right? And meditation is a great way to combat stress. Also, it allows you to gain new perspective when you're dealing with stressful situations, and it helps you be able to understand your stress and manage it. Stress management. Meditation is great for that, and it increases your self-awareness. It helps you focus. It helps you really think about what's happening now opposed to what you think it is as far as anxiety. It reduces negative emotions, increases creativity. It allows you to see the patience and the tolerance that maybe you never knew you would have. It also helps combat depression, and it increases your memory and reduces pain, because if you're focusing on something else, you're less likely to focus on the pain. Now, you can meditate every single day, and a lot of myths to meditation are, I'll just say one for now, is that you can't. I remember before I started meditating, I thought that it would be impossible for me to meditate because my brain is always racing. I'm always thinking about something. I'm on to the next. And I didn't think I was going to be able to settle my mind enough time to meditate. And I remember on the Red Table Talk a few years ago, I remember Jada was trying to teach Gammy, and Gammy was like, I cannot sit here and sit still outside and meditate. I got stuff going on. And I remember I used to think that too. So I get it when people do that. And Jada was just calm and chill. She was like, you can do it. And they did that. But daily, I just want to read, and this is from totalwellnesshealth.com. Meditation every day. So what happens when you meditate every day? It boosts your productivity. Daily meditation, they say, can help you perform better at work. Research found that meditation helps increase your focus and attention and improves your ability to multitask. Meditation helps clear our minds and focus on the present moment, which gives us a huge boost in productivity. And also on AskTheScientist.com, they say meditation is shown to thicken the prefrontal cortex. The brain center manages higher order brain function like increased awareness, concentration, and decision making. Changes in the brain's show with meditation, higher order functions become stronger while lower order brain activity decreases. Now, why is meditation so rewind? Why is meditation so powerful? The reason meditation is so powerful is that it causes shifts in awareness. Many people over-identify with their thoughts and emotions, which can prolong them and make them feel bigger than they are. Specific thoughts or feelings can agonize us for days on end. And that was from what is this? Let me make sure I got the right one. LePage Associates.com. All right. So I just want to read that line again. Many people over-identify with their thoughts and emotions, which can prolong them and make them feel bigger than they are. Specific thoughts or feelings can agonize us for days at end. So how many times have you agonized over something maybe that you can't change, that you can't control, the thoughts in your head that they go racing and you're unable to stop these thoughts? You start getting anxiety. You start hyperventilating. You're trying to understand what's happening before it happens. Or you're trying to worry about something that you can't control. How many times has that happened? As I even know, and as I'm a meditation practitioner, I'm a certified meditation practitioner. I've been one for maybe about 3 years. I think I got certified. It was before the pandemic, maybe 3 years. 3 years. And I was meditating before that. And I was also, because you don't have to be certified to be a meditation practitioner. But I was getting into it and I was doing it before that. And I was like, let me just get certified in this. And sometimes when you get a certification, folks take you seriously, a little more seriously in the area of expertise. So I started doing virtual meditation classes during the pandemic. I was offering them free because I know people had a lot of anxiety and people were dealing with the unknown and people were dealing with these feelings that they never dealt with before and didn't know what to do with them. So I started doing free online virtual Zoom meditation sessions. And the feedback was incredible. People really loved those classes. Someone had lost her father and she couldn't deal with, her brain movement and shutting off her brain in certain days. And I taught her how to meditate. And she just was just, it was good for her. And I can go on and on with different stories like that helped people meditate. Now, even when I go to sleep, I listen to like meditation music and the sounds of waves, roaring, and rain sounds and different outside sounds. And it's really soothing. And even with my students that I teach during the day, even just turning off the lights and just having a moment of breathing and, sitting there in the grass or sitting still for a moment, that's all a part of meditation. Whether you do 3 minutes, a minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, a half hour, an hour, that's still meditation. If you sit there and breathe and listen to your breaths for 60 seconds, at the end of my life coaching sessions with some clients, that's what I do at the end. And it's so powerful. And one of my clients was like, that was only a minute? I'm like, see what you can do and see how long a minute is when you're actually paying attention to your blessings and your heartbeat. Because how many times do you just breathe throughout the day? That's a trick question. And not even know it. Like, you're breathing. You're not even thinking about your breaths. But when you're intentional and paying attention to your breaths, it's a lot different. Like, wow, God, these breaths, I'm breathing. And people need to take a moment to just be able to breathe. So in my research from Forbes.com, in 2011, Sarah Lazar and her team at Harvard found that mindful meditation can actually change the structure of your brain. And I talked about this a little earlier. 8 weeks of mindful-based stress reduction was found to increase, once again, the cortex thickness in your brain. And that's the part that governs the learning and memory. So think about that. Like, wouldn't you want to do something that keeps your brain massaged, that makes you, better, essentially? It makes you feel like you're not losing your memory or you're not going crazy. And, and I say all of that because I've heard people say that I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like my memory is gone. I feel like and you're worrying about all of these things like, oh my God, I hope I don't have dementia. I hope I don't have. No, sometimes you can be 13 and forget what you went into the kitchen for, or you can be 50 and forget what you went in the kitchen for. But just like crossword puzzles, they say, keep your brain, for elderly people, keep your brain function going and keeping your memory strong. Do different things to do that. Meditation is another thing that you can do, and you can do at home, and you can do it for free. It doesn't cost you anything to breathe at home. Even if you came to one of my classes online, it's still minimal. And if you need private meditation classes, if you're new and you don't understand how to do that, I will work with someone every day for 7 days just to get you on the track of doing it on the regular basis, or once a month, or whatever you need. I will help you. It's not the most difficult part, I'll say, is being regimented and understanding how to do it, and understanding how your brain works and your mind works and your heart works and everything is connected, and how to just sit still. That's the hardest part for a lot of people. Like, I got to sit still for 5 minutes. I'm like, so you're not worth stillness for 5 minutes? 5 minutes. And you're complaining about that, and some people just like, I can't do it. I can't sit still for 5 minutes. I got this happening and that happening and all of these things, and I can't do it. And it's like, before you even get out of the bed, wake up 5 minutes earlier and meditate. Before you go to sleep, you can meditate at night. As a relaxation technique, you can quiet your body and your mind, and you can lay in a bed or sit up in the bed and just start breathing. You can listen to music or not, but just try to still your mind, put your phone down, turn off the television, turn off the voices in your home, and just be able to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So essentially, inhale, exhale, and really hold that. And inhale all of the horror of your day, whether you had a bad day or celebrating all the good. And then you're releasing all of that energy when you exhale for that day. It's powerful. And we'll do some meditation. Maybe we'll do a minute or 5 minutes at the end of this podcast. I'll do that with you to show you, how simple this can be. Now, I'm saying simple, and some people are like, Kendell, it's not simple. And I get it, and I understand, but it will become that. You're going to speak that. It's going to be simple for me. It's going to be easy for me. You're going to speak that. And it's so many different ways. It's so funny. I'm working in an elementary school, and when I turn off the lights or I have my music, the sounds on, kids will start acting like they're, meditation princesses and princes. They start holding their little fingers up and that's what they see. That's what you look like when you meditate. You sit crisscross applesauce, and you sit on the floor, you close your eyes, and you maybe lift your chin to the sky, and that's how you meditate. Hold both hands out. Yes, and that's a way that we've seen people meditate for forever. That's probably how we were introduced. But you don't even have to do that. You don't have to dress in certain clothes. All the thing you need to be is comfortable. You can be able to do that. Y'all, I was getting a root canal at the dentist. They asked me if I wanted to listen to music. I said no. And I was getting anxious, with all the instruments the dentist was using, and they were talking about things and hearing the drills and all that. So I closed my eyes and I started breathing, and I started meditating right in the dentist chair. Shout out Dr. Edmondson. I started breathing right there. And nobody knew it. I didn't have to make an announcement, but that was something that kind of calmed my anxiety about that. Because, I've had to go to the dentist often for different work. And sometimes I'm anxious about it, and that helps calm me. And some people don't even go to the dentist because of the anxiety. It's racing and they don't know how to sit still, and they start doing things in your mouth, and they start hearing the sounds, and people don't even go to the dentist. And I want to encourage you to take your butt to the dentist, but try to find a way to combat that. And maybe meditation is the answer. Daily meditation decreases anxiety and improves cognitive functioning in new meditators after 8 weeks. Only 8 weeks of daily meditation can decrease negative moods, anxiety, and it can improve your attention, working on your memory and your overall brain function and mental health. It can help your mental health, y'all. Everybody's talking about mental health, mental awareness. This is a way that can help you do it. Now, people have all these myths and misconceptions about meditating. And I really wanted to talk to you all about some of them because they're misconceptions. A misconception is something that you're not getting. It's not clicking. It's not conceptual when it comes to what you know or don't know about it. You might hear this or hearsay, or what do they call it? Old wise tales. Or, one of the first misconceptions is that you can't be a religious person and meditate. I've heard people say that. Oh, I don't meditate, I pray. Well, even in the Bible, they talk about meditating on your prayers, right? So what are you talking about? I think people just say something. They can't conceptualize certain things. So they come up with all these misconceptions. All right. So on theconversation.com, They list 6 common misconceptions about meditating. Number 1 on their list is there is only one type of meditation. And that's just what I was talking about. Like, you don't have to be a Buddhist to meditate. I know a lot of people are still stuck on that and think that's what you have to do. Number 2 misconception is it's all about being still and quiet. And that's what people think, It's about like you have to be in this certain room, in this certain outfit. You have to sit a certain way. You have to do all of that. There are different ways you can meditate. As I told you, I meditated with a whole bunch of noise around me in the dentist's office. So meditating is not all about quietness and stillness. There is a time for that. There is a place for that, like early mornings, late nights, but you can meditate on a busy street. You can meditate when somebody is talking to you, somebody's popping off on you, or somebody is yelling. You can meditate right there, and you can totally zone out once you get control of your breathing, once you get control of your mental and not allow other people to control your mood and your mental. You can do it with everybody talking. Somebody could be talking to you and you can zone out and be like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with her? You meditating and they don't even know it. So it doesn't have to be completely quiet. Number 3 on this list, you have to be able to empty the mind. Now it says, while meditating does often involve quieting of the mind, this is not to say that it has to go blank. The idea that one needs to empty the mind has probably come from misunderstandings about some advanced meditation types. There are different types of meditation where you don't have to totally empty the mind. Forcefully trying to limit thinking would be unhealthy at any stage of meditation training. So when I'm doing my classes, I always say it's meditation practice, not meditation perfection. Meaning that your mind is going to think about what you need from the grocery store, what you got to do tomorrow. Is it going to rain on Saturday? Your mind is your mind. So it's not going to totally empty, but it's about learning strategically how to bring it back to the breaths and bring it back to the meditation practice and breathing. That's what it's about. It's not like your mind is supposed to be like birds are going to be flying in your mind and it's going to be totally empty. That's a misconception. Number 4 on their list is meditation will put you at ease from day one. No, it's not, because it's practice. It's not going to happen overnight. Meditation isn't simply a smooth ride to a quiet mind. This is why it's important to practice instead of saying it's a perfection. You got to practice it. Number 5 on their list, we know all there is to know about the benefits. No, there are even more benefits. People are like, oh, okay, I don't need that. I know what I know, and this is what it says, and Google told me this. There are so many benefits to meditating that they're still continuously coming up with them. And some people, number 6, a misconception is on this list is it's only for reducing pain, stress, or anxiety. It makes you aware. It increases your awareness. Meditation certainly has potential to contribute to our health and well-being. It's a real power. But there's so many things that still haven't even come to pass about meditation. So it's just not for anxiety. It's just not for pain or stress. As you listen in the beginning, it's for a lot of different brain functions and so much more. It helps you just on your daily to be able to go and to have the best day or the best life that you want to have. And if you're someone who deals with emotional issues or mental illness or, your anxiety, which is part of mental illness or depression, within that same vein, this can help you. Or if you're in pain all the time, or you can't control your thoughts in your mind and you're concerned about what's going to happen every 5 minutes of your day, because some people are, it's great for you, definitely for that. But if you're a person that's always on the go and you want to strengthen your brain and your mind and your spirit and your soul, and you want to get closer to God, and whatever reason you have, that meditation can help that too. There are so many benefits to meditation, and people think it's just about breathing and quieting your mind, it is about breathing, but also breathing can bring you to gratitude and being grateful. And most people don't know how blessed they are. So sometimes quieting your mind and thinking and sitting still for a moment will allow you to discover a different level of gratitude for your life. Because if you're going, and you're not enjoying your life, you're not enjoying the moments, you can forget how blessed you are. Totally forget. Because you're trying to get to this next thing, this next bag, this next coin, this next job, this next man or woman, this next. You forget about the present and how beautiful it is in this journey of life. And you're still on it and you're still living. So meditation can stop you in your tracks for a moment just to show you how blessed you are. It can give you a new perspective on your life and how to manage your life better, because you might not be managing it properly. And it can allow you to fall more in love with yourself and get to know, who you are in a different way. And you can meditate on affirmations, on Bible quotes, on things that someone said that are positive to you, whatever it is, whatever your thing is, you can do that in meditation. That's taking that moment for yourself. And I know everybody's worth at least 5 minutes. It promotes emotional health. Let me just read something from Healthline. Some forms of meditation can lead to improved self-image and more positive outlook on life. They did a study on 18 students, and the outcome was phenomenal on them being able to change how their emotional health was structured. And some people think, oh, I have this, I have that, I can't do this, I can't do that. And just meditating, it helps you enhance your self-awareness and focus on your emotional and mental health. And it also can lengthen your attention span. What some people might say, oh, they got ADD. No, you may not. You may just need to, or you might have some cases of it, or if that's what you were diagnosed with, but you might not need medication for it. And definitely consult with your doctor, because I'm not a medical doctor, but you can consult and you can be an advocate for your health. Like, start trying meditation to see if that helps with your attention span. Some people I can't focus because I'm doing this, doing that. Yes, an ADD is a real thing, but there might be other cures to your ADD. And people talk about memory loss and getting their ginkgo and let me take this medication because I don't want dementia. It has been found that meditation helps patients with their memories who suffer from dementia. Now, I'm not saying it's a cure. I'm not a doctor, but it helps. They have done studies and it's helped a lot of patients with dementia when they start meditating. It helps control your coping skills and your stress levels, but it also can help with age-related memory loss. Think about that. Now, all you people out there who are addicted to something, Healthline says that it can help fight addictions. The mental discipline you can develop through meditation may help you break dependencies by increasing your self-control and awareness of triggers. Triggers. Y'all know as a life coach, I always talk about triggers for addictive behaviors. Research has shown that meditation may help people learn to redirect their attention, manage their emotions and impulses, and increase their understanding of the causes of why they're addicted. One study in 60 people receiving treatment for alcohol use disorder found that practicing meditation was associated with lower levels of stress, psychological distress, alcohol cravings, and alcohol use after 3 months. Meditation may also help you control food cravings, because that's an addictive pattern as well. People are addicted to food all day long, and they usually have a backstory, and that's comfort for them because of some trauma or something going on in their lives presently or in the past. A review of 14 studies found mindfulness helped participants reduce emotional and binge eating. So mindful meditation helped them reduce their emotional binge eating, because a lot of people will tell you that food is sometimes emotional and they eat not because they're hungry, but because of the comfort that food brings them. And all you people out there that have trouble trying to go to sleep, meditation can help improve your sleep. Now, y'all know sleep is like water. Like, it helps you. It helps your mind, body, and spirit when you get enough sleep. Like people say, drink your water and mind your business. You should meditate and mind your business because it improves your health. One study compared mindfulness-based meditation programs and found that people who meditated stayed asleep longer and had improved insomnia severity compared with those who have unmedicated control conditions. Becoming skilled in meditation may help you control or redirect the racing of runaway thoughts that often lead to insomnia. So some people have insomnia because their minds won't shut off. They're thinking about this, that, and the third. They're thinking about what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, what happened, how could they control that, how could they change that, how could they do. And next thing you know, it's 5 a.m. It's time for them to get up, and they missed sleep. They had no sleep. Also, meditation can decrease blood pressure. All y'all taking blood pressure medicine? Again, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not saying throw your medication in the garbage. Consult with your doctor, but meditation can also improve physical health by reducing strain on the heart. Over time, high blood pressure makes the heart work harder to pump blood, which can lead to poor heart function. High blood pressure also contributes to many other diseases, narrowing the arteries, which can lead to a heart attack and stroke. So, I'm trying to save your life, people. You can meditate anywhere. That's the bottom line. You can do it. If you need help, I can help you doing it. But you can meditate, and you can, shut your mind off. And it doesn't, again, you will have runaway thoughts because it is a practice. But the more and more you do it, the more you'll see you're able to control your thoughts. And that's what you really want to do. You want to be able to control your thoughts. You don't want anyone else to control your thoughts. You want to be able to control your own thoughts by breathing and by meditating and trying to understand how your brain works, because everybody's brain works differently. And the best way to really kick it off is to do it in the morning before you even get out of bed. Or if you got to get out of bed, you might want to be one of those people that got to jump out of bed and they got to go cook breakfast. They got to go, tend to the children, do all of that. Give yourself some more time, in the morning. And you might be able to, if you got a good headboard or a good wall, sit up straight, put your back there, and just start breathing. You can do that for 1 minute. I challenge everybody to, when they get up, don't grab your phone, don't turn on the TV, don't start a conversation with anybody in your house. The first thing that I would love for you to do is just start breathing. Like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and show gratitude and set your intentions for the day and pray and meditate on those prayers and those intentions and what you want for your day. Start your day off like that. That way, if you get in the car and you feel like you have road rage and you're running late for work, you're not all frazzle-dazzled. You're able to start the day off in peace. And hopefully your day will continue to do that. If you work at a desk and they're trying you at work, you start breathing, you go in the bathroom, you go into a locker room, wherever you work, you go into your car, you go somewhere by yourself and just start breathing. Before you get ready to pop off on your boss or your coworker or your family member, start breathing. So I want to end this episode with a 5-minute meditation practitioner for beginners or someone who's been doing it for a long time. And you can always fast forward this podcast and listen to meditation. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay tuned because I'm going to do the meditation. So I just want to close out and then end with the meditation. But thank you so much for tuning in to Shine with Kendell Lenice. Don't forget, if you can subscribe to this podcast, please do so. If you'd like to download it, please do. It's totally free to do that. If you can leave a message where you're listening to your podcast, Apple Podcasts, please rate the podcast. If you want me to talk about something or coach about something right here on Shine with Kendell Lenice, or if you're interested in seeing the live version of Shine with Kendell Lenice with some amazing guests, email me at kendellenice@gmail.com. Until next time, remember, you are a star, so don't allow anyone to dim your shine. All right, let's do some meditation on the way out. Y'all be good. Meditation for beginners. You can do this practice from anywhere at any time. This is for anxiety, stress, negative thoughts, and worry. I want you to quiet your mind, and I want you to practice gratitude. Find a quiet space in your home, office, or car. Sit on the floor or a stable chair. Loosen your clothes. And I want everyone to have an open mind and heart. Quiet your cell phones. And let's begin. I want to start every practice and end every practice with gratitude. Leave your problems at the door. And let's begin. Close your eyes. Now let's take 4 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, leave all your scattered thoughts at the door and relax. Focus on gratitude and all you have to be thankful for. You are at peace. You are thankful. Tilt your head to the left and stretch. Now to the right and stretch. Stretch your arms up to the sky. Lower your arms and rest them on your lap. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your anxiety, stress, and all your negative thoughts and worry. Allow your positive thoughts to come forward. Focus on your breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine your favorite vacation destination. It can be real, someplace you've been, or imagine someplace you want to go. Smell it, picture it, be in it. Listen to the sounds. Visualize yourself there, anxiety-free. This is your happy place. I want you to create the scene. Count your breaths and listen to your heart. Let's take this last minute to be still. I want you to stop counting your breaths and just be. Thank you for your time. Remember, it's never too late to remix your life. Own your power and repeat silently. I am stress-free, anxiety-free, and worry-free. I am relaxed. Don't forget to show gratitude and be thankful for your existence. Thanks for listening. This has been a Kenny Lynn production.
Shine with Kendell Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine.